Hi, friends. Welcome to Open Diner again. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see everybody. Oh, another week. So we're here with another session of Open Diner, and today our topic is why are we here? And I don't mean why are we here at Open Diner. I mean why are we here on this earth? Why do we exist? And as usual, this is a cameras on event. So if everyone would turn on their cameras, it would be great. It helps us to connect a little bit better, and it gives you an opportunity to really benefit from the event. And there are some activities we do that require your camera to be on. So anyway, it's nice to see all your faces too. So we're going to
Hello,
start right off. Hello.
hello,
We're going to
hello. How are you? I'm sorry, but there is no power electricity here, so I'm gonna be in darkness. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We hope you get your power back sometime.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. So we're going to kick it right off here. And like I said, the camera's on event if you can. And turn your mics off when you're not using them. Turn them on when you want to talk. And we're going to kick it right off here with Anthony. Anthony's here to entertain us. Take it away, Anthony.
Ladies, gentlemen, so happy to see you. We're going to sing some song. Today we're supposed to figure out what we're supposed to do in this life. So I'll try to pick some songs that would work with the theme. So that song, you probably know it very well. And I heard the lyrics and I found them fabulous. So I hope you do enjoy. Let's see what we can do. Everybody's got to live together. All the people got to understand. So love your neighbor like you love your brother. Come on and join the band. Well, all you need is love and understanding. Ring the bell and let the people know. We're so happy that we're celebrating. Come on, let your feelings show. Love is all, love is all, love is all. Can't you hear the call? Love is all you need at the butterfly ball. You're happy that we are together at the ball in nature's countryside. And although we're wearing different faces, nobody wants to hide. Everybody's got to live together. All the people got to understand. Like you love your brother. Come on and join the band. Love is all, it's easy, yes, so easy. Love is all you need at the butterfly ball. When your back's to the wall, when you're starting to fall, you got something to lean on. Love is all, I say, love is all at the butterfly ball. Woo! Love is all. Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony. Perfect for what we're going to be talking about tonight too. So we're going to be just to clue you in. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics tonight, and we've touched on it before a little bit, but just how everything in the universe is interconnected and interdependent. There's forces and energies that connect all of nature together. Nothing exists in isolation. Nothing happens randomly. Life has survived for billions of years because it operates according to strict laws. And all of nature is interconnected and harmonious. It all helps each other. And it has an intelligence to it. Everything in nature knows its place and its purpose, except for human beings. We seem to be the clueless ones. All forms of life except human beings operate in a sustainable and harmonious way. For example, I'm going to read a few of these examples. When one tree in the forest gets sick, all the other trees send nutrients through the interconnected roots to help that tree survive. When pine trees get overheated, they release aerosols that create clouds that deflect solar radiation. Tobacco plants overrun by pests chemically enlist helper bugs to eat the pests. Fungi, bacteria, viruses, and animals all team up in highly intelligent ecosystems. So everything has a relationship to each other in all of nature. But meanwhile, human beings, we're supposed to be the most intelligent of all the living creatures, we're opposite. We compete, we work individually, and we have no idea why we're alive. We don't know how to answer because we don't know why we're alive, we create all the chaos in the world and all of the destruction. Because for one, we don't care enough about the planet and each other, and we can't agree on solutions to the problems. We just disconnect and argue over everything, and we don't know the purpose of it all. We live in the dark without understanding the purpose of our lives or my role in creation. But there is a purpose. The good news is that we have access to all the information and the solutions to all of the problems facing us. Climate change, war, loss of jobs, economic collapse, all of these negative things that happen in the world are because we don't know how to connect. Just by living in fear of tomorrow, we continue to argue and blame each other for everything. But what if our purpose on Earth is just to rise above all of the problems and then connect and resemble nature, work the same principles and the laws that nature works in? I think it would just create such an impact on the entire Earth and on nature. If we focus on connecting and treating each other kindly, we'll see that all of the other problems disappear. Now, according to the wisdom of Kabbalah, our purpose is to use our freedom of will to want to achieve the purpose in our lives. All the problems and catastrophes are pushing us to do just that. It's pressurizing us. It's pushing into this solution. And we need to realize that our only salvation is connect with each other and resemble the rest of nature. And while we are opposite to the laws of nature, which operate according to love and harmony, we operate on greed and selfishness. And we disrupt the harmony, we disrupt nature, and we do more harm to nature and the universe than we realize. But by realizing that we are connected by these invisible strings and forces, and by trying to be more loving to our fellow human beings, the universe is going to help us in achieving our goal. So anyway, this is a Cameras On event again, like I said. So and if you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, welcome. Please tell us your name, where you're from, participate, answer the questions in the comments. We'll try to read them. And when we're in our discussions, stay on topic. Please remember to keep your answers short because we want to try to get everyone in and everyone a chance to talk. And remember to mute your microphone when you're not speaking. So I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Gary. I'm from South Carolina. And we have a couple more hosts tonight. So would you guys introduce yourselves?
Sure, I can start. I'm Roberta from Long Island, New York, and I'll be doing the icebreaker and something else. So hello, welcome everybody.
I'm Linda from upstate New York, and I'll be doing the round discussion.
And of course, we have Anthony on our musician tonight, entertaining us. Does a great job, wonderful job.
I'm Carl. I'll just announce that I'm Carl. I'll be keeping time, pretty much the moderator, the policeman. Okay. And one thing I want to say is we're running a little over time. So if we do the icebreaker, the new people that are here, if you can introduce yourself and tell us where you're from, please, when we do the icebreaker.
I don't know if you hear me, Bobby Domino, Lodi, New Jersey.
I'm going to turn it over to Roberta. She's going to lead us into a little fun.
A little fun, a little deep fun. So what we're going to do tonight for the icebreaker, which is a nice discussion we'll have together. In a few sentences, introduce yourself and tell us what brings meaning to your life. I know it's a big question to throw at everybody, so I'll go first. But when you do speak, speak briefly and then mute. And the next person, whoever wants to pick up next, it's called popcorn style. The next person can speak. So I'll go first. So the question is, in a few sentences, introduce yourself and tell us what brings meaning to your life. So I said I'm Roberta from Long Island, New York originally. So what brings meaning to my life, I would say, is family, friends. When I say spirituality, trying to figure out what is the meaning of life, and connections with people. That's really what matters to me. I see that that's what, after COVID, that really brings it home, what is the meaning of life. But whoever would like to go next can. There's no order, like popcorn style. So just unmute and share with us.
I guess I'll go. I'm Alan in St. Louis. I've been thinking a lot about what brings meaning. So I don't know if I have a good answer, but definitely human relationships and I think creativity.
Robert, I think I saw you trying to speak. You have to unmute there.
Yes,
There you go.
I didn't, I thought I was unmuted. Once again, I'm Bobby Domino. I'm from Lodi, New Jersey. What brings me here is just to see what other people think. I kind of have my own thoughts. I'm not a spiritual person. I'm pretty realistic and I don't know what else to say. So I'll pass on everything else.
Thanks, Robert. So the question is going to be, introduce yourself and what brings meaning to your life. Whoever wants to go next.
I'll pick up then. What brings meaning to your life? You have to excuse me. I've had two serious car accidents, so sometimes my head loses the train of thought that I'm on. Brings meaning to my life. If you could see my dish of food right now, food brings meaning to my life. People bring meaning to my life. That's why I'm here. And other than that, just having a good time and enjoying what we have. Just enjoy what you have. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nina. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. What brings meaning to my life? Robert said enjoying what you have. I think gratitude is a big part of it. Being grateful for what you have, and also each of us has our unique, abilities, skills, talents. I think contributing what is unique about you for the benefit of the collective, for others, is that brings a lot of meaning to my life.
And it's also, it's interesting. It's such a deep question. It's hard to answer right away, and it's also shifts, what was the meaning of my life when I was a young girl, and then when I got married, and when they got a child. That was the and still is the meaning of my life, and of course, and then the work, the creativity, the beauty, everything. And as long as you live, you understand that the meaning is in us relating to each other as human beings. That what brings the meaning, the depth of the meaning for me, at least the older I am.
And that journey, Lisa, that journey, you're not necessarily paying attention to it as you're on it, but when you see it in the rearview mirror, it's something about it that, kind of gives you, anyway.
It's beautiful, Kathy. Anybody else would like to add?
I'm interested to see what humanity can do when we actually work together. That'd be pretty cool.
I just want to say that I agree very much with Alyssa, because I think we wear different hats as we journey through life. So our purposes are different at different times in our life. Right now, being retired and having grandchildren that don't live near me, I'm like, okay, what's my purpose here? So it's a little difficult, but I like to help people. So I do that. And I did some volunteer work lately that was very gratifying. But your purpose, I think, it just changes throughout your life.
Yeah, I'm Becca from Denver, Colorado. And I agree with Marie. It's like living for others. I think that brings a lot of meaning to my life, and how I can help others in whatever skill set, or even just, company, or anything that I could lift up another person. I think that brings a lot of meaning to my life. So yeah, I agree. Thank you.
I wanted to read a couple comments from Facebook. Artist says, being close to the truth of the Creator brings meaning to my life. And Linda says, being here in this moment, positive connection to others.
Yeah, hi, I'm Paula from New York. I think what brings meaning to my life, like what Becca said, is living for others and doing what I can for others. It makes me happy.
Go ahead, Robert.
I think we all want to be happy like that. And I think the way that any of us are happy is when we do what we can do for the people that need it most. That's what we do. If we don't have a purpose, it's kind of tough to live. So, like for myself, I don't have a lot of people in my life. So it's hard to have a purpose and do for others because I don't have many others to do for. So I feel it.
Nice. Thank you, Robert. We are going a bit over time here, so can we move on to the video?
Well, not yet. I wanted to add one thing.
Okay.
I took notice when everybody was speaking. It's so funny. Everybody at one point brought up about, the meaning of connections and families and taking care of other people. And you can see it has to do with interconnectedness with people. So I just wanted to throw that in. It's really nice to hear what everybody said. And thank you for sharing. And like Carl said, we're going to go to a video now. We're going to watch it and then we'll discuss it after. So let's watch.
As concerns over the climate crisis continue to escalate and extreme weather becomes more common, experts are warning that we may be much closer to the point of no return than we previously thought. CBS News recently reported that according to several climate crisis experts, changes are happening faster than what was expected, and the chances of hitting tipping points in the climate system now seem much more likely and more immediate. But no matter what you believe about climate crisis, the real issue is not if we are close to hitting the tipping point or if the Earth is doomed and we're doomed with it. The real question is, why are we here in the first place? Our universe has been around for approximately 14 billion years. Earth has existed for approximately 4.5 billion years, and life on Earth began a few 100 million years after Earth was formed. We have evolved from atoms to molecules, from molecules into unicellular creatures, and from unicellular creatures to the countless forms of life on Earth, in the water, on land, and in the sky. It is only in the last few 100,000 years that man has emerged. Gradually, we have become the rulers of the planet, exploiting its resources, its vegetation, polluting the air, the soil, and the water, only to gain power and wealth. The question we must answer is, what is our purpose on this earth? If we were to honestly answer this question, not only would we end these destructive practices, but we would resolve all our problems and save the planet and all the life on it. Over the past several decades, we have employed countless regulations and methods in an attempt to curb emissions, decrease pollution, and diminish our negative impact on the planet. None of these tactics has had a real lasting effect. But even more tragic than exploiting our planet and all life on it, we are exploiting each other. Our mistreatment of each other indicates that the problem is far more systemic and deeply rooted and will not be solved by simply switching to renewable energy, eliminating fossil fuels, or curbing deforestation. It is our basic human nature that causes all our problems. Unlike any other living creature on this planet, humans are exploitative, cruel, and abusive to each other, and to all living creatures and the planet we call home. In fact, we are so heartless that we cannot restrain our greed, even when we know that what we are doing will destroy a healthy environment for all future generations. Instead of a home to live in, we are creating a planet-sized pile of trash. But there is still hope. At the beginning of the coronavirus outbreak, during the first worldwide lockdown, multiple examples of nature's resilience from around the world proved that Earth is much stronger than we thought, and when man's interference is removed, can recover even from prolonged human exploitation. Therefore, if we solve our one problem, human nature, the rest of nature will quickly recover, and planetary balance will be restored. Changing human nature may seem impossible at first, like the proverbial leopard changing his spots. However, we can learn from nature how things can change according to their environment. Adaptability is key to the survival of any species. Everyone who lives in a cruel environment is forced to be cruel, even if they are not cruel by nature. But if we create an atmosphere of friendliness, mutual responsibility, and caring, our nature will adapt to that positive environment and will make positive changes. To save ourselves and our planet, our sole focus should be on changing our social environment from hostile to friendly, from abusive to considerate. Everything else will quickly follow. Moreover, transforming our inherent nature will reveal to us realms we cannot even imagine right now. As long as we are focused only on ourselves, all we see is ourselves. But the purpose of our existence is to grow far beyond ourselves, to grasp all of reality, to understand on the deepest level why we exist, why there are life and death, creation and destruction, and how everything is connected. Only if we start thinking of each other will we stop thinking of ourselves, and only if we stop thinking of ourselves will we start perceiving the world around us as it truly is, a perfectly balanced system of life. This is why the one question we should ask in order to secure our lives, the well-being of the planet, and even our happiness is, why are we here?
Okay, we're going to go to the roundtable discussion now. But first, I'm going to go over the roundtable etiquette rules. I know everybody has seen it before, but we're going to see it again, go over it. Remember, we're here to build a space of support, love, care, and warmth. Everyone is equal and very important. What you say is very important, everybody. We go around the table, I'll go around the Zoom, and speak briefly on topic. And please stay on topic. We listen attentively because how do we know what people are saying if we're not really listening to them? And there are no right or wrong answers. The truth is in the center of our connection. So some really great advice there. Okay, the first question in the round discussion is, how do you think we can change from being exploitative to being kinder to each other and our planet? Let's see, let's start with Carl.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. If I start to change the way I look at the world and the way I look at people, like the video was saying, if I start to kind of have a heart and care about the world and the people, then I'll go about things totally differently. You know, I'll want to make the world a better place by changing the relationships between people, between me and other people. Thank you.
Great, Carl, thank you. Let's go to Dan. Dan, what do you have to say about it?
Yeah, I agree with Carl. I think that if we start to begin to understand that there's actually no profit in exploitation, because it just comes back to haunt you. Like I was saying, if we're united in things and we work together, there's really not a whole lot that we can't accomplish. I think that's a given. But our environment dictates the opposite, that we should fight one another, we should hyper actively compete with one another. And this, it isn't working very well. Back to Linda.
Okay, thanks, Dan. Very good. Now let's go to, let's see, Marie. Marie, where are you?
Okay, I was just thinking that, and it was brought out in the video about greed. There's a lot of greed in the world. Greed, you know, countries have greed, corporations have greed, people have greed. And if we truly want to change things, I think that's one of the things that has to change. We have to become more aware that, well, as I've said before, we're more like each other than we're different from each other. It's very difficult. I don't know how to get rid of greed except starting small, you know, with yourself. I love quotes. So Mother Teresa said, do small things with great love, I think, or something like that. So, you know, all we can do is do what we can do in our little circle. But I think, especially today, the corporations in the world and the leaders of our world have to understand that greed is a big part of destroying this planet. And that's it.
Okay, great. Thank you, Marie. Now let's go to Nina.
Oh, great. I also love quotes, and the ones that resonate with me is love your neighbor as yourself. Don't do unto another what you would not have another do unto you. And I don't think the world leaders or politicians are going to change the world. I think it's up to us. I think the politicians, once they recognize that there's a movement, that there are more and more people geared in this direction, in treating each other kindly, and they will realize that our future depends on it, and that they cannot rule in an opposite way to that, because no one will support them. So it's up to us to, the future is in our hands, as cliche as that may sound.
Okay, great. Thank you, Nina. Okay, David, how do you think we can change from being exploitative to being kinder to each other and our planet?
I'm an artist, live in the West Village of Manhattan, and I spend most of my time by myself. And so the rest of the world I see as being just a little off-centered. Me being the center of the universe, being, and so I just see myself as being like, I'm responsible for me. And so that's where greed either stops or starts, and I'm responsible for that. So that's as far as I go.
Great, thank you, David. I think we have someone from Facebook. Ardith says, we're all God's children, treat others as we would like to be treated. And Maria on Facebook says, everything in nature works in harmony, but only a man lives in self-love, division, indifference, and pulls everything for his sake and destroy that harmony which exists in nature. We need to change everything around us by good thoughts. And Linda says, when we realize that we're shooting in our own foot, if the family member brings negativity, then everyone suffers. It's the same mechanism of action carrying consequences in society and at large. We affect each other unconsciously, positively, and negatively. Very good, Linda. Let's see, who do we go to next? Alan.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure earlier. So this is Alan from St. Louis. I think maybe in response to the question, just openness, more openness to other people, to other points of view would help understanding how other people live, people outside of maybe your circle.
Thank you, Alan. Carl, just let me know when I need to go to the second question. I can't see the time. Okay, Kathy, how do you think we can change from being exploitative to being kinder to each other and our planet?
I'm not going to say anything that hasn't been said here already. Treat people the way you want to be treated and be the change you want to see. Next.
Yeah,
Thank you, Kathy.
you can go to the next question, Linda.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, question number 2 is, what is the importance of learning about our purpose in life? What's the importance about learning about our purpose in life? And we'll go to Paula.
Yeah, I think the importance is the more we realize about our purpose, the kinder we are to others.
Yep, very true. Let's see. Lord? Is someone here by the name of Lord? No.
It's not here anymore.
He was,
Oh.
yeah, he left.
Oh, okay. Gary.
Oh, what is the importance of learning about purpose in life?
Yes.
I think it's finding how we fit with everything else in life. How what our part is interacting with everything else, so that the whole machine works smoothly. You know, if I don't know, there's just I see all of nature and all of creation as a big, it's like the human body. There's cells in it. There's organs, and they all operate, they interact, and we all interact with each other in one way or another. And I think once we learn our purpose in life, we can really become more effective and facilitate and be better at creating the positive influence on all of society.
Yep. Boy, everybody's really on point, I think. Robert.
Okay. I hope I don't come off negative, which at times I feel like I am. Well,
It's fine.
when you ask what our purpose in life is, I look at things very realistically. Take an ice cube out of the freezer and it melts. What did the ice cube do wrong that it melts in your kitchen, but it lived in your refrigerator? It did nothing wrong. The elements were right for sustainment of its life. Humans are nothing more than an animal with a bigger brain. Anybody who thinks that we have a purpose, if it gets you through, more power to you. But if you'd realize that the earth worked as a perfect environment before we came into it. And why it did, because if there was enough honey, bees could live. If there was not enough honey, bees would die. Whatever is needed for whatever life was there. And we come along and we think we're some type of ruler, the best thing that ever happened, and we've done nothing but destroy everything. Look how many species of life don't exist no more. So when you say do unto others as you'll have others do unto you, that's all you have to do. But why is it always those people doing wrong and never any of us people? We're the ones with the answers. It's those people doing wrong. I'll shut up now, but it's not always those people. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Okay, Natalia, what's the importance of learning about the purpose in life?
Oh, if I knew the purpose of my life, then I probably won't be concentrated on myself so much, but more on others or on the environment. And it's very hard to be concentrated on ourselves. It brings us unhappiness, and we never get satisfied. We only can be satisfied if we understand that the purpose somewhat to live for others, for environment, and that we interconnect to each other with the people, with the nature. It's very important to know that, just to leave the attention from myself and put it on other people.
Great, thank you, Natalia. How about Rono? What's your opinion on this?
I think that if we learn about our purpose, we can adjust our course, adjust our behavior. You know, humans have a very destructive original nature, very competitive. But if our purpose gives us a new direction that's actually more inclusive, then we can fix things.
Yeah, very true, very true. And Anthony, what do you think is the importance of learning about our purpose in life?
I like what everybody said. You know, it is true that oftentimes we point fingers at other people, and the truth is, what do we do about it? I mean, what can we have an impact on? We're starting with ourselves. We do the best we can with ourselves, and we try to do with people around us, and then that's what it is. But yeah, it's all about love. I will pass it back to you.
Thank you, Anthony. And let's see, Becca, what's your opinion on this?
Well, I definitely agree with Robert. We're always looking outside of ourselves. And I don't think you're coming off negative. It's the truth. We're always looking at others. And so if we question, what is the purpose of our life, then we have that in our thoughts, then we can change that part in us to where we're not looking at others, we're looking at ourselves. And that's where we would make the change at, is from, our own self, instead of looking at others and accusing everybody else is wrong in the world except you. Because I don't think we look at that. And I think it's because we don't question what is the purpose of our life. So if we had that at the forefront of our mind, I feel like it'll start opening up things to where you start, as Rono said, is that you're changing you begin to expand something within you that will maybe, kind of going back to the first question you asked, is, if as it seems like they tie into each other. So yes, definitely some great points here. Thank you all.
Thank you, Becca. And I guess the last one is Roberta.
Well, I listened to what everybody said, and it's pretty amazing because we all have such great, answers and thoughts, and all we have to do is start implementing and, treating people nicer and really being better to the environment, which is actually people. So, it starts with us. And it's just amazing to hear what everybody said. It's a great, great thing. The purpose is, if we know the purpose, like a direction, then we have a goal and we can start working towards it. So heard some stuff tonight, and tomorrow's a new day. We try again, right? But I think we're going to lead to the next segment, right? Is that correct, Linda? We're going to have some fun now. So now we're going to do something. We have new people here that haven't been here before. We're going to do a dance, actually. It's a chair dance. With your hands, you're going to do movements. So we're going to play some music. When you're spotlighted, you're going to be spotlighted. You're going to see yourself on the screen. Move your hands, do a dance, some kind of movement, and everybody's going to follow you. So when someone else is spotlighted, they're going to follow the next person. It's going to be like follow the leader. So we're going to play some good music. When you come on the screen, do something, and we're all going to follow you. So it's been a heavy night with good answers and good questions. So let's loosen up and have a good time. All right? Let's do this.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're all stars belonging to one sky. We're all stars. Our love will never die. We're stars in outer space we roam, surrounding darkness, leading us home. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're all stars shooting through the night. We're all stars, reflections of the light. We're stars in outer space we roam, surrounding darkness, leading us home. Do 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 do.
All right, what a sweet song. It's not quite as rocking as we usually have, but it was fun. It was very fun. Oh, silly little dance. So we're coming to the end of the program here. So we're gonna do a little fun thing. We're gonna play a game called What I Like About You. So what we're gonna do is everybody's gonna put their hand up, and I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna pick somebody, and I'm gonna say what I like about them. And then as soon as I call on them, they can put their hand down, and they will call on the next person and tell them what they like about them, and then that person can put their hand down, and so on and so forth, until all of our hands are down. So let's all put our hands up. Let me get into gallery view. There you go. And let's see, I'm gonna pick on the obvious, Robert. I like your honesty. Like we said here, there's no right or wrong answers. Everybody's, every answer contributes to the whole thing. So Robert, I like you. You can put your hand down and you can unmute yourself and you can call on the next person and tell them what you like about them.
Okay, I like Rono because we look alike.
Thank you, Robert. I will talk about David. We have one thing in common with both artists, and I like the way you express yourself about your view on the world.
Thank you. I like you too. So, you know, but I can't like him. I have to like someone else now. How does that work? Okay. So, and I like Robert. You're from Jersey, Robert? Oy, oy, oy. You're the guy that turns right on red when I'm walking across the street, but it's okay. I try to be mellow. Anyway, I like Kathy because she's laughing all the time.
Yeah, I know what you mean now, David. You know, you can't like the person that just liked you. I'd like to see all of you as one person and like you all at once. That's what I'd like to do. I like Gary. I met him all of last week, and I find he's got the same twisted, dark sense of humor as me. So I feel like he's a kindred spirit. So I like Gary.
Okay, well, it looks like
Sorry. Go ahead.
I get to pick somebody else now, huh? Oh, I like Alan from the Midwest. I like Midwest people. Got a good common sense and just enduring our antics here. So thank you for being here, Alan.
Well, thank you for that. I guess I'll pitch over to Elisa. I like your smile.
Thank you so much, Alan. Thank you. Well, I have to say, Anthony, you are amazing. So I will leave it to that. But thank you for bringing this amazing music that you do.
Thank you very much. I will say a little something about Linda. Linda, I love her very much. You know, I wish we could spend time together. You know, maybe someday we'll be able to see each other. But your smile always enlightens my day. I just need like 1 second of your smile every day, and that's it. I'm set for the year. I will pass it to you.
Thank you, Anthony. I'm going to pick on Roberta because I like her accent. She's got the same accent I do.
I have an accent? I was thankful you picked. I had to switch arms. I was getting carpal tunnel on this one. Thank you, Linda. I will pick Becca. You have such great answers to all the questions, and you're always smiling, and you're very deep thoughts. And thank you so much for being here. You really bring a lot to this event. Thank you, Becca.
Thank you, Roberta. And I can't pick you back. So I'm going to pick Carl. Carl's always so fun, and everything that he says, he just seems like he's having fun. Even when he's talking seriously on the program, he's still having fun.
That's the truth. I am. I'm going to pick Marie because Marie, she has great answers and you really seem grounded. And I love your smile as well. That's 3 things.
Okay, now I'm embarrassed. But anyway, I like Dan because like Dan is just, he may not be the best dancer in our midst, but he always comes out with some great moves. So he tries really hard. So, and it, you know, it's not a negative thing. It's a good quality. So thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Marie. Yeah, Paula, I'm just always glad when you're here. You're very quiet, and to me, I always listen very attentively when quiet people speak. Rona's the same, and I always find great wisdom because they're listening more than they're talking. I'm talking all the time, so I have no wisdom. Yeah.
Thank you, Dan. I'd like to pick Nina for producing this event and making every Thursday for the past year a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Who's left? I always get stuck with 2 people at the end, and I have to choose between them. I hate this. Okay. Natalia, I love your bubbly energy, and you're always having fun here. So it's amazing to have you with us. And Natalia also does the tech for us behind the screen, showing the videos and all of that. So it's highly appreciated. Ilana, I love you too.
Thank you. I'm not that much technical, so to tell you the truth, I'm just trying. But Ilana is truly technical person, and she's behind the scene and doing the most advanced job with this production. So I like you, Ilana. Thank you.
All right, I think
And I think we're done. I just, love you all, and I love the show, and thank you for the host for doing that.
all right. What do we have here? Let me look at where I am. Oh, we have something fun. We have another song from Anthony. Anthony's going to entertain us again. Take it away, Anthony, my good friend.
Okay, thank you so much, Gary. So I tried to find songs about the meaning of life, and I couldn't find that many, to be honest. But this one, it's kind of about it. So let's see how it looks. It's the Lion King, Elton John, the scene when the lion is born and raised in the air. From the day we arrive on the planet, blinking step into the sun, there's more to see that can never be seen, more to do that can never be done. Some say it unbeaten, some say live and let live, but all are agreed as they join the stampede. You should never take more than you give in the circle of life. It's the wheel of fortune, it's a leap of faith, it's the band of hope on the path and wide. Oops, sorry. On the path and winding, the circle of life. Summers of fun wayside, some of us all to the stars, some of us sail through our troubles, some have to live with the scars. It's far too much to take in here, or to find that can never be found. The sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small the endless round in the circle of life. Is the wheel of fortune, it's the leap of faith, it's the band of hope, till we find our place on the path unwinding, the circle of life. Thank you.
Wonderful. Always love having Anthony on. Always has something special. So we're going to wrap it up here. We're about out of time, but I wanted to thank each and every one of you for being here today, especially our new people too. We have some new Robert's been here before, haven't you? You've been here before, yeah. But David, Alan, who am I missing? But yeah, we thank you for coming, for being here. Join us. You can follow us on lots of social media here. We're on Facebook, meetup.com, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. So like, follow, share, invite your friends. You know, if you enjoyed it, come back next Thursday, please, 6:30 Eastern time, every week, something new and exciting every week. And on YouTube and on Facebook, you can see recordings of all of our past events. And on you can receive notifications about future events from Facebook, and you can RSVP on meetup.com. And also we mentioned there was a little quote about Kabbalah at the beginning. If you want to learn more about the wisdom of Kabbalah, which primarily focuses on attaining the purpose of our lives, there's a free Kabbalah course that you can register for. We're going to post a link in the chat. It's quite interesting. So anyway, thank you all. Thank our tech support for helping us out and making everything run smooth. Thank you for our moderator for keeping us on time, and our hosts. And so anyway, hope to see you all next week. And thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the ones that make everything great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next Thursday.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
There's great people this week. Nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
it was really good. Have a great week, everybody.
Thank you.